Hey everyone, Theron Asbury here with Revital Outdoors, bringing you another exciting podcast. Tonight we're going to talk to Mr. Tyler Altizer. Tyler got a top 10 finish last year at the BFL Volunteer Division tournament on South Holston Lake. So we're very excited to talk about a new lake for us. That same tournament's coming up this year, this actual coming weekend that he got a top 10 finish last year. So very excited to talk to him. Before we get started, Revital Outdoors is excited to announce we are featuring a $2,500 giveaway for a lucky angler at the end of the year. All you have to do to enter this giveaway is you will see the rotating banner right here. Hit that link at the top of the description right below this video. It takes 3 seconds to enter your information, and then you will be entered. Again, that lucky angler will win a $2,500 sweepstakes package from Revital. We've got a lot of great other companies coming on board with this. It's not one you're going to want to miss, and they will be selected at the end of the BFL season. Also, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. And if you've never heard of Revital Outdoors, we're a premium CBD company. We offer premium CBD products to all the outdoor enthusiasts out there to combat all their different ailments that they go through on the water or in the field. All of our products are THC-free, made right here in America, so check them out. You can purchase them directly off our website. That's www.revitaloutdoors.com. That being said, let's go ahead and bring Tyler right into the studio. Top 10 finisher from last year's South Holston Lake event. How you doing this evening, Tyler?
I'm doing good. About yourself?
Doing great. Really appreciate you taking time to come on to our podcast. Man, let's just get right into it. So last year, top 10 finish. You're a young angler yourself. So tell us a little bit about what happened last year and how are you able to put together that top 10?
So last year, the Shad-Spawn was going on, and I chased it for probably an hour or so and lost 2 fish. So the Shad-Spawn didn't really work out, and then they were post-spawn. The smallmouth had been spawning for a couple of weeks already, and it was just about over. And I was catching a post-spawn about 15 to 20 feet. I didn't catch many fish. I just caught the right ones. So
I got you. That being said, did you just catch 5 keepers throughout the day? Were you able to cull or?
I probably caught, I would say, 8 or 9 keepers.
Okay. And were you running around the lake chasing that Shad-Spawn, or did you find one area that you just stayed at all day? Or
yeah, I found one area that I stayed at for an hour. There's 2 pockets right there beside of each other. And after an hour of losing 2 fish, I was like, nah, I got to go do something different. So I went down the lake and chased some post-spawn smallmouth.
Okay. So did you end up having a mixed bag with smallmouth and largies, or did you just weigh in smallmouth?
Just weigh in smallmouth.
Okay, well, cool. Good for you. Great opportunity to do that. It's always good to have a bag full of those brown fish. They're always fun to catch. Now, this year, I'm hearing a lot of reports. The Old Man Winter's been hanging around. All the lakes throughout the country and river systems are a little bit later developing than they were last year. So what do you predict for the upcoming tournament this year?
So they've already had the first big wave of smallmouth come up on the bed, and it's kind of in between deals right now. You got some that are post-spawn already. You got some that are coming up. You got some that are still out there waiting. So there's waves coming up here and there. I mean, it ain't just one big wave at a time. There's fish coming up all the time. But right now we're in between stages. I didn't get to practice. I only practiced Monday and Tuesday. I'm at Smith Mountain practice for a college tournament right now. But I don't know what's going on right now, but I think it's going to be a big wave move up this weekend.
Okay, so probably anglers targeting all 3 stages of the spawn. How do you think that'll affect the weights?
I think the weights are going to be good. I think it's going to make the lake fish a lot bigger than it is. You have a lot of different things going on. You're going to have some largemouth going to probably come into play this weekend. So I think the weights are going to be pretty good. I'm excited for it.
You know, South Holston Lake's not a lake a whole lot of anglers have heard about. Does it fish, as far as like targeting the Shad-Spawn or targeting the fish around the spawn, does it fish pretty much the same? You're, wanting to target those feeder creeks that are leading into the back of basically off the main lake or main river channel, leading back into the spawning areas. When you're chasing the Shad-Spawn, you're wanting to throw swim baits, swim jigs, that kind of stuff. Or, is there something a little bit different, a little bit tricky about targeting the fish on South Holston?
There's a few things, but the main thing is the swim jig and the swim bait. It's typically on the same type of banks that they're spawning on. And if you can get some rain, you can go in the back of those pockets. That's when it can get right real quick. But I don't know if the Shad-Spawn going on right now. You got a bunch of shad dying off right now. I don't think the Shad-Spawn's quite there yet, but it may come into play. This weather, the weather's been pretty good the past couple of weeks.
You think a lot of anglers will be looking at them? I mean, is there a lot of clear water in South Holston?
There's usually a lot of clear water, but the pollen, and we've had some rain earlier this week. It's kind of got dirtied up a little bit, but I think I looked at the weather, and I think Saturday it may rain. So I don't know how clear the water is going to be, but there's going to be some places where you should be able to see them.
I got you. Fantastic. If you were fishing this tournament as a co-angler, what would you take?
I would take nothing but spinning rods. I'd take Kitech. I'd take a worm. I know a lot of people like throw Ned rig. I'll just keep it finessey. You can catch some big fish right now, finesse fish.
Yeah, as soon as you said smallmouth, me as being a co-angler myself, first thing I thought about is that Ned rig. They will absolutely destroy it. Smallmouth eat a Ned rig and a spy bait year round. I don't care who you are, where you're at, unless you're up in the Great Lakes and you're having to fish for ice. They'll eat that Ned rig year round. It's unbelievable how productive it can be for the smallmouth. So, well, Tyler, you've given us a lot of great insight to South Holston. Before I let you go, what college do you fish for? And what are you guys fishing this year?
Fishing for King University. We're up here right now fishing FLW College Series on Smith Mountain, just the open.
Okay.
The last one just came from was a Bassmaster College Series on Lake Norman.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're up here at Smith Mountain. We practice today. Going to practice tomorrow. See what we can do Friday, and then get back home and blast off in the BFL.
Good for you, Tyler. Good for you. So, well, Tyler, I've been an honor to have you on our podcast. Again, congratulations on your top 10 last year. Hope to see you repeat your success this year. Before we let you go, I know looking at your social media, you got a great family that supports you, great group of friends, a few people that help you out in your fishing endeavors. So anybody you'd like to give a shout out to before we let you go?
Yeah, first off, I want to appreciate y'all getting in touch with me, letting me come on the show.
Absolutely.
I want to thank all my family and friends back home, Just Fishing, Bristol, Virginia. They're really big support to the college, and I run a high school team, and they're really supportive of them. Angler Concepts with it's out of Indiana. Just everybody back home, all the guys in the federation. I appreciate all of y'all.
Absolutely. So for all the listeners out there, you've been talking to Mr. Tyler Altizer, a top 10 angler from last year's BFL Volunteer Division event on South Holston Lake, a brand new lake for our podcast. So Tyler, thank you for giving all your insight. Good luck to you this year. Good luck to all the anglers fishing the Volunteer Division. Make sure before you go, subscribe to that YouTube channel, and you see the scrolling banner below this video. Hit that link at the top description right below this video. That will get you in for our $2,500 sweepstakes. Again, that lucky angler will be selected at the end of the year, and I promise you, you're not going to want to miss this. So from all of us at Revital Outdoors, thank you for tuning into this podcast. Be safe out there. God bless, and we'll talk to everyone very, very soon.